Hey YouTube, we're here at the LA Regional here with our first place winner. His name's Jerry. And how old are you, Jerry?
14.
So 14, so pretty young compared to the general audience of Yu-Gi-Oh! And we have here...
This is my third place GFC 13 deck profile. I'm KDad1 on DuelingBook, by the way. I'm going to be bringing you guys more GOAT content on this channel. I know we haven't been uploading in a while, so thought we'd get back to the subscribers, the followers, So here's the deck. I'm gonna start off with the traps. Play 3 Solemn Judgment. Play the Ring, Mirror Force, Torrential, and 2 Dust Shoots. I play 2 and not 3 because it's one of those cards where you don't want to top deck it because it's like obviously it's bad late game, but you also want to see it. So 2 is like really like that perfect number. I play 2 Dust, back row decks, and then call. And that's it for the traps. And then for spells, we play the staples. Play a brain control. It helps with like just OTKing. It helps get rid of like DLSs, sorcerers. Just problematic cards that this deck has problems getting over. Snatch, MST, double crossouts, 2 Rhoda, searches everything. Books, and that's it for the spells. And for the monsters, 3 Kaiku. This card is actually really broken, not only because of the dark, but it's really good against almost all the decks besides the mirror match. Yeah. DLS, Power Monster, Breaker, Danzabu, Exile, DD Warrior, Mystic, Ninja.
How was this card?
That card's really good because this deck has a problem getting over Spy. So like that card really gets over Spies, and then like tomatoes and like Pyramid Turtles, they put them in defense mode, like you just kind of punish them. 2 Berserks. And then probably the best card in the deck, to be honest, 3 Blade Knight.
Blade Knight?
Yeah.
What did you hit throughout the tournament?
I can remember off the top of my head, but it's really good against like Magician of Fades. A lot of times, what you want to do, if you draw that with like your Rhoda, and like if they have a back row, a lot of times I just getting the Exile Force to just get rid of it. But if like they just summon it by himself, then I usually like want like Blade Knight or Mystic if I have it. But this card's really good because it's like 2,000. Most of the time it's 2,000 because you're setting all your back row. So it's really good. It gets over like Kaikus, the skilled magicians, just problematic cards.
How many rounds of Swiss throughout the tournament?
Rounds of Swiss. Well, it was double elimination, so it wasn't like Swiss rounds, but I recall I believe I played 6 or 7 rounds. I played 4 rounds, and I believe I lost my 5th one. I have some matches recorded for you guys. I just couldn't get my round 3 and 4 because I ran out of storage. But like by the 5th round, I was able to get an external hard drive, so I get extra storage in. But yeah, I'm gonna be uploading a couple matches for you guys, so you guys can kind of see like how I played and how some of my matches went.
All right. You wanna move on to the side deck?
Yeah, my side deck. I didn't have a lot of testing with this deck, by the way, because this is basically La Bounty's deck. He just topped the 3v3 with it. I literally just went online because I was looking for some type of similar deck, and I really liked his build. So like this is basically his build. So shout out to La Bounty. Play a Smashing. I play these 2 because this deck it chips in a lot of damage. So like a lot of the time it really comes down to like the little bit of life points, and like Magic Cylinder is just like really good. Like I had a round where I was really about to get 2-0'd, and I topped it. He was poking me down with a DD Assailant, and I top decked it, and he attacked, and he ran into the cylinder, and he was actually at exactly 1700. I ended up winning that match. 2 Sakuretsus. This card's really good for the mirror match, and I'm gonna show you guys another card right now. I played Wabokus for the Reasoning Gate decks, like when you get Let me pick up a card. Okay. Yeah, I played Waboku for like the Reasoning Gates deck and like the decks that like Giant Trinity and go for a game. But if I'm being honest with you, I kind of wish it was the bottomless for the mirror match. I felt really unprepared for the mirror match because I was mainly just trying to be like the main deck, you know, like the Go Control and like the Turbo.
What is the name of this deck?
I believe it's called Chaos Warriors, or if not, it's just like Warrior Toolbox. I guess you just call it Chaos because it's BLS, but it's basically just like a Warrior Toolbox deck. 3 Decrees. There's some decks that their main plan is to, like I said, like the Sakuraitsus and the bottomlesses. So if you can take away that factor, you're basically at a big advantage because their whole game plan is, okay, I'm gonna protect my flip monsters and I'm gonna gain my advantage with the flip monsters. But if like you decree them, like it's game over a lot of the time because like they'll just have like a bunch of traps and like that one like flip monster, and then like you'll just eventually beat them down because they can't activate traps, and like all your monsters are like 18 to 1000, like you'll just beat them down pretty quickly. Tried. Honestly,
how was that on the side deck?
I'll probably take it out, to be honest. I'll probably try to find something for the mirror match. I didn't really like it. It was like whatever.
No Sinister Serpent.
No, yeah, it wasn't really that good.
All right.
And then this is a Nico. That's basically just like the empty drawer decks. I don't know the full card text on it, but he'll have it up for you guys. And then I played. These are like 3 Des Wombats. Basically, Des Wombats is just for like any burn decks or like decks that I know play the spell guard that changes your level 4s and higher to defense mode. So it being level 3 is actually really relevant because their main game plan is just like activate that spell card that flips all your level 4 or higher, and then like they'll just burn you. But like if you have this out, it's like they can't burn you and you could use it to attack, so that you could use your other cards to like get rid of their monsters, and then like you'll just poke them down with like 1600.
All right.
Yeah, that's pretty about it. I don't have an extra deck because I don't play Metamorphosis.
What is the name of the tournament once again?
GFC 13, Gold Format Championship. Yeah, I got 3rd place on it, so I qualified for the World. So I'll be bringing you guys like some content from when it actually happens. So I'll be bringing you guys like live matches from there. I'll also be bringing like my journey, like playtesting to it. So yeah.
And any shoutouts before we call it a day?
Just shout out Team Chaos 19. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You know, we're gonna be bringing you guys more content, more Go content. You know, maybe even give you guys some like actual like meta Yu-Gi-Oh. But for now, like mainly just like Go content. Oh, shout out to LeBounty, by the way. So this is basically his deck. I don't know him. I just thought I'd give him a shout out since, you know, he probably tested hard with this deck. But yeah, that's just about it.
Wrap it up.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it, right? All right.